Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tiana of Storey House Books, and this we're going to be doing the another addition to the collaboration being hosted by Seven Plaza and crafted by Tony, the JJ 3 Under 30 collaboration, where we make 3 items, 3 projects, 3 pieces of ephemera. There's not really any hard fast rules on it, except for tagging it, and anybody can join in. So please feel free to film your own videos, and as long as you put in the hashtag JJ, the number 3, the word under, and the number 30 in the title, they will grab it and put it in a big playlist for with all the other artists that have been contributing. And so yeah, so what we're going to do is actually knocking out 2 birds with 1 stone. Number 1, we're going to add to the collaboration, to the 3 under 30 collaboration. We're also going to buy request from Rose Apple, I believe it was. She was watching one of my older videos. It was a tag video. I haven't done a tag video in a while. I think I need to do another one. But she asked me about the bug tags, and then as I watched the video, I realized that I didn't show you how to make that one, and she asked if we would do one. So I did a bunch of them the other day, as you can see, different styles and whatnot. So we're gonna make 3 of these. I kind of wanted to show this one. This is one with one of my Clair tabs and Clair labels. Isn't that cool looking? Looks kind of cool. Anywho, we're going to make one that looks kind of like, let's see, we're going to do all of them with circle punch, just to save time. So we'll do one as a tag, just cut the corners like that one, with some stamping, of course. We'll do another one that has the tag with some eyelets, yeah? And how about one with like that, yeah? That looks good. They're all kind of different. So this is another good one we can do. Yeah. So this, just 3 different styles, 3 different types. We'll change up the style a little bit and make 3 in 30 minutes. I hope. I haven't tried it, and I haven't tried to make 3 in 30 minutes. So I'm going to get my timer going. 1 second. Let me get my timer started. Okay. So before we get started, I'm going to show you the supplies you're going to need and the pre-work that I've already done. So for mine, we're going to do some stamping and some punching. So you're going to start with, since we're doing 3, you're going to need 3 pieces of cardstock, whatever color you want. I'm using craft paper, and it's cut at 12 by 3. Yeah, because we're going to actually fold these in half. Okay, so 12 by 3. You need 3 of those, right? You're probably going to need some scissors, bone folder of some sort. What else? You'll need a hole punch, or circle punch, or a die cut, or however you're going to do it. I got a 2-inch circle punch here. So we're going to do some stamping. You'll need your clear box, your stamps, whatever you want to use. We're going to be putting on some labels. I've also got some of these already pre-cut. I guess you call them reinforcers, right? So we're going to be using the red ones. So I'm going to go ahead and pull those out. I think I'm going to do 2 with tabs and 1 with the reinforcers. I don't know yet, so I'm going to pull out enough to do at least 2. I've also pre-cut a couple tabs like this. So I have two of these here. The reinforcers, bone folder, scissors, glue of your choice. I will be inking, so I've got my daubers. And I haven't decided if I'm going to use Scorched Timber or Black Soot. And both of these are the distress inks, not the Oxide. So I have both of these here ready to go. And the stamping, we're probably going to use, this is the Versafine Clair Nocturne. So I have that ready to go as well. What else do we need? Oh, we're also going to need some slides, right? Or images to put inside of the window, right? So I have some of these kind of guys already printed up on acetate that we'll choose from. So we're going to go ahead and pick 3. I don't think that's cheating. So we're going to have it all ready to go, right? So they need to be able to fit within this 2-inch hole punch here. So I think these might be okay. If I cut them right. Maybe. Alright, so let's move some things out of the way and then pick our images, and then I'll start the timer, yeah? Let's make some space here. Daubers over there. Put these over there. tabs over there, scissors over here, bone folder, and we'll move the papers up over here, and let's pick some images. I've got a bunch that are already pre-cut that I just grabbed from when I'm making either, you know, specimen slides or tags or whatever, right? So since my hole is going to be at least 2 inches around, or it is 2 inches in diameter, it's going to have to be large enough to go, you know, wider than that so we can glue it down, right? So, I don't know, I think these might be too narrow to actually work. Let me see here. Let's see. They might work. I want to try something different, so let me see here. I like this butterfly here. This butterfly one here, if I don't think you guys can see it. I like that. I like these. Let me see if these are too narrow to fit. I think these might be alright. I don't know. I think they might be too small as far as fitting in there. Yeah, they're not big enough. They're 2 inches, I think, in diameter and stuff, but I don't have enough border to cut those. So maybe these would work down here. Let me see these. I haven't cut these yet. And this one might work. And these might work. Alright, let's use these. Let's just try these out. If they don't work, I'm going to have some backups on the side, just to be sure. Let's do, I know that's big enough, and I know these are from a different set. And I will link the sets that we actually use in the description below of where I got these. These are from Louise Heinzel, I believe, and these are from, I want to say Love Junk Journals, I believe. That's where those are from. Okay, put these to the side. Alright, so, is that glue on there already? Is that glue on there already? Good lord. Alright, so, I'm going to put these to the side for a moment. I'm actually going to cut, nope, I'm going to leave this to the side for a moment. Alright, I'm going to start the timer, and then we're going to see if we can get through these in 30 minutes. Okay? Actually, you know what? I am going to cut these. I don't think that's cheating. Just preparing all the pieces, right? So, no, because I need to measure those once I punch the hole. So let's just wait. We'll do it. All right, let me start the timer, and here we go. All right, so you got your 3 pieces. We're going to fold these in half. All right. Grab your bone folder here. Get a nice creasing there. Excuse my fingernails. I was drawing on my hands earlier. I'm looking at doing a new hand tattoo, and I can't get the pin off my fingernails. So sorry about that. You just have to, I know it looks really gross. I was doing this like zombie, like cracked skin idea on my fingers, and I just couldn't get the pinning off of my fingernails. Okay, last one here. Okay, here we go. All right, next we're going to cut the circles out, or punch the holes out here. So I'm going to do 2 of them from the top, and then probably 1 at the bottom. Try to make sure you get it in the halfway as best you can. There's 1. There's 2. And then we'll do 1 from the bottom. Make sure I'm getting this in the middle. And that looks about right there. Okay. Okay, so I save my circles for other stuff, and I'll show you what I do with those one of these days as well. Okay, so we've got 2 like this, 1 like this. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut the acetate image and put it inside. So let's see if these actually will fit in here. If we cut these right. I can make them fit. It'll be tight, but we can do it. Let's try it. Okay, so I'm going to cut these to fit in that window. So I'm going to hold it over the opening here. And you know what? That's just going to be way too tight. I don't like it. It's I'm going to use these over here, I think, that are a lot bigger or wider. Yeah, we're going to use these. Okay. All right, so what I normally do is I take my image here. Now, you don't have to use printed on acetate. You can just print it on regular paper, or do a fussy cut and like sandwich it in between two pieces of acetate, however you want to do it. And that, there's one there. Take another one, hold it over the hole there, and then just cut around. Let's see what I'll do. I'm just trying to make sure that the image is centered in the hole here. There we go. And then the last one here. Center the image and then cut off your excess there, yeah? Okay. We don't need that much under the bottom, so let's do that off. And still in the middle. I'm gonna cut some of this off over here. And that ought to do it. All right, let's get this out of the way. Oh, there's my paper trim. I've been looking for you. All right, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to glue these in. Yeah, I'm using art glitter. Now, before I do that, I am going to give them a little buff here, just to clean off the images here a little bit with my fingers, you know, fingerprints. I'm going to lay it here. I'm going to center it there. And I'll put that over there. And add my glue here on the top first. Be careful, don't get too close to the opening there because you don't want your glue smudging out into the window there. Okay. Now when you're pushing down, push the glue away from the window. It helps make sure it doesn't get in the way, right? And you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to ink that window, so I can do that here in a minute. Let me move these out of the way. And okay, let's go ahead and ink these real quick. And I think I'm going to use Scorched Timber. Let's see how this one looks. Let's do this window real quick before we. And then I can just do this one this way, real quick. Sorry about that, you guys. I had to sneeze. Let's go ahead and ink this while we're doing it. I'm just hitting the edges and paying real close attention to the corners. You guys know I'm a heavy inker. Even after I stamp these, I usually go back and ink it some more. Now, you don't have to do both sides. It's up to you. I am only doing one side. All right. Here's one. All right, let's do the next one here. Actually, let's go ahead and glue it on the other side. Sorry. Getting a little ahead of myself. Here. Here. Okay. All right, there's one. Next, let's go ahead and ink this one before I forget again. I'm going to ink the inside of the window. Okay. And let's add the image here. Now you want to get close to the window, but not too close, because you don't want it to be loosey-goosey up there, right? Let me center this a little bit better. There we go. Slip this down. Okay, flip it over and glue it shut. Yeah. Again, making sure you push the glue away from the window. And there's our second one. All right, next one. Let's just keep on going, yeah? Center that as best we can. I think that's good right there. Yeah? I think so. Okay. Okay. I think that's pretty centered. I think. Yeah, I think it's good. Okay. Just close this down. And I forgot to ink again. I always do that. I don't know why my brain cannot just do that before I put things down. All right, we got a little bit of overhang here, so I'm going to cut this off. Hopefully quickly. Come on. A little bit of overhang over here as well. Okay. Let me go ahead and ink this real quick this way. Okay. We'll ink the rest of it real quick. Okay. Let's do this here. Those corners real good. All right, we are down to 21 minutes left. Okay. And I may go back over this with my blending brush here in a second, and you know how I like to do that. Okay, so there's that. Okay, dokie. Let me go ahead and grab my blending brush, actually, and just blend these out a little bit. I'll probably go back after we stamp and put the labels on and do a little more inking just because I like it dark. That's just me. Personal preference. Up to you. Yeah? Okay. We got our 3 tags. Okay, next thing we're going to do is do the stamping, right? Okay. Well, actually, oops. Forgot we have to close this one up. And I have to sneeze, so I'm going to pause for this 1 second. Okay. Let's go ahead and close this one shut. And there we go. Has anybody else done the 3 and 30 at all? If you did, let me know. Leave the link in the comments, and I would love to see it. See yours. There's so many in that have contributed such great stuff in there. I haven't had a chance to watch everybody's thing. Okie dokie. There we go. Okay, so we have 3 here. All right, these 2 we'll do. We'll start with this one here, and we're going to go ahead and grab our corner punches. And I think we'll do the bottom here. I always round mine at the bottom. All my tags. Just going to do that real quick. Okay. And this one, I think we're going to make it just a tag, so we'll go ahead and snip the corners up here as well. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do that one. We'll do one with eyelets. And then we'll do one, let's see. Just grabbing ones over here. What should we do? Just thinking. Okay, we'll do another one with a tab, and we'll go ahead and make it a tag as well. Let's go ahead and do these corners up here. Come on. There we go. All right. I think it's having trouble getting through the acetate. Come on. I think it's stuck too now. Oh gosh. It's stuck. Yep, it's stuck. Okay, let's go ahead and just cut it. All right, let's see if we can get this done. Yeah, maybe, hopefully. Okie dokie. Let's do this and go back and ink those edges that we just cut real quick and the corners. Wasted a little bit of time doing that, so got to get moving here. All right, let's go ahead and do the tabs here that we're going to use, and I need a piece of paper to do this on. I don't have one. Uh-oh, I'm wasting time, you guys. Okay, I found me an envelope here, so let's do this tab here, get it all inked up. Okay, I don't know. It's going to be tight getting this done. I hope we can get it done. We'll see. I'm still going to put this up. Whether or not it's in the 3 for 3 under 30 remains to be seen. Okay, I'm going to grab my blending brush here and just soften this up a bit before we stamp these. And put my bone folder and give it a nice creasing one more time before we stamp it. Okay, I'm just going to grab, I've got field notes and eccentric right here. I'm just going to grab some numbers and stamp those really quick. If I can find something really quick here. How about, what's this? Too big, too big. All right, how about this right tag? 1913 will work, yeah? All right, where's my block here? Oops. And grabbing my ink. Okay, try to get that centered. And there we go with that one. And here's another one we'll do for the other. All right, cool beans. All right, those are done. Let's put these aside for now. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to do some texture on these as well. I'm going to grab my little grid stamp here that I've got and my speckling stamp. Let's see, this one here and this little grid one I got here. Just to give it a little more texture here. There, I mean there. And a little on one side and then maybe down at the bottom a little bit. Yeah? Yeah, okay. And then some speckling, of course. And there we go. That part's done. Yes? All right, those are done. Put this over here. And let's go ahead and let's see here. This and this. These are going to get tabs. This is not. Let's go ahead and do the stamping, and then we'll add our tabs, yeah? All right, so just trying not to go too crazy. I've got, let's see here. This was small study, probably not a great idea. I think I'm going to do some background on this. So I'm going to grab one of my circles that we just cut out, and I'm going to cover this up. And this is a bubble background stamp here that I'm going to use. Kind of like a more like a slimy, grimy kind of deal here. And I'm going to use this one. All right, 15 minutes to go. We might be able to do this, you guys. All right, let's see here. And let's make it grimy, yeah? Okay. Let's see. Ooh, that turned out pretty good. I like that. What do you guys think? Yeah? I like it. Alright. Let's wipe this off really quickly. Put it to the side. Alright. Let's do... I like that one for background. Let's grab another one for background. We're going to use the grid stamp again. I like using that one. Move these out of the way. So we'll do right here. Some down here. Here. Goes this way. A little in the corner there. maybe a little bit in this corner up here. Yep, that's good. Okay, that one's done. Background, I think. This one, I think we will do just so much speckle. Yeah, speckling. We'll do that now. I'll use this one here. Let's actually speckle all of them. But this one. Okay, I'm gonna do a little on this side, here, and there. Put a lot on one side, actually. Okay, here we go. We'll speckle these other ones as well a little bit. A little there, 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 and there. That's good enough. This one we'll do a little here at the bottom, and a little at the top. Yeah? Alright, good. Background done. Alright, let's do a little more stamping. I think this one, let's open up these guys, and let's do specimen, yeah? Down to 13 minutes. I want to get some stamping done, and I also want maybe put some clusters on here. All right. Let's see what else can we do here. All right. Let's do some more stuff here. What else have we got here? Identification check. We'll do that one. Okay. And maybe my favorite, big number 5 on here. I love this one. It's one of my favorite stamps. I don't know why I like it so much, but I just love the way it looks. Put that right here, kind of off a little bit. Yep. All right. We can put a cluster right there, and I think we might be done with this one. I might put a little bit more on here. Right there. And then maybe a label kind of half on, half off. All right. Stop thinking about it, Tiana. We gotta go. Stamp on, and then half off over here. Yeah, okay. That one's good. Next. All right, let's do this one. Let's do this one with some labeling too as well. I like doing that. Kind of half on, half off deal. There. And let's do identification check. We just did that. Let's do field label. Right there in the middle. Oh no, it didn't stick. Oh. Come on now. Don't fail me now. Okay. Let's throw some numbers on here. What else can I put on here? We gotta move, Tiana. Come on. Let's see. How about files over on this side? And another big number. What do you think? How about the number 3? Oh. Big. Let's do like something round. Right about here. Yeah. And what else have we got that we can use? Handle with care would be good, I think. Alright, I'm going to stop there with the stamping because we're going to do some labels as well. Put that one to the side, and this one. Okay, what are we going to do here? Let's do the collect. I think is good. Yep. Okay. Let's grab some numbers. How about your destination down this side here? I think it'll be nice. Nope. Let's grab some big numbers for this one. And where'd that label go? Oh, I like that label. Let's do that again. Oops. That's okay. This adds to the grunge, right? Okay. Oops. Clean that off a little bit. All right. Let's throw some numbers on here now, yeah? Okay, there's one. Let's try this one down here. Where's those figures? I like the figure ones. Now I can't find any numbers, of course. Oh, here we go. That's what I was looking for. This down here. And let's see if I got some other bigger numbers around here somewhere. I know I do, just don't know where they are. About... Oh, come on. Where are my numbers? Here's another one. Let's put this one on. Put that one right here. Yeah, okay. I think maybe one more number here. Something. This one. No. Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm just getting stuck. All right. Enough with the stamping. Okay, let's put these to the side because we are down to 7 minutes and we got labels put on still. We might be able to do this, you guys. And I got to put eyelets on. And I got to punch holes. Okay, let's do that. Get this out of the way. All right, let's grab our eyelets, put those in, and add our tabs. Where are our tabs? Here we go. Tab, tab here, tab, tab there. We're going to put a tab on this one here. Yes. Okay. Right there in the middle there. Ought to do. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Now I usually take my bone folder here and I'll just push down on it a little bit. Make sure it stays on there really good. I think we're good there. Alright, let's grab the other one. Now, I'm about to show you the reason why I make clusters all the time. why we have pre-made ephemera. Why it's a good idea. I'm about to show you the reason for it here in just a second. Alright, there are the tabs. Let's make the eyelets on these. So I'm going to put eyelets on either side of this. I'm going to put one here. And I'm going to put another one on the other side. I can get those even, I hope. Right there. Alright. And for this one, I'm going to do them up here as well. Here and here. And for this one, I'm just going to put one right here in the middle because we're going to make this a simple tag. Yeah? Alright, let's grab the eyelets. Alright, here we go. Moving. Okay. Next. Okay. And in we go. Boom. All right. And for this last one, I'm going to put an eyelet in it, yes, but I want to use the reinforcers as well. So I'm going to grab two of these pre-punched ones that I have a die for these that I use. Okay. I'm going to put them on this way, like so. There we go. And then one on the back as well. Okay, and then I'm actually going to cut off the little bit of extra there. It's hanging off the side. So I want that level, yeah? And then I'll ink it really quick to get rid of that white core. And then I'll put an eyelet in it. Okay, an eyelet here. Alright, let's grab some... I want to grab some red here. I'll just grab some of this red here that I like. Get some of that off. Okay. Come on, get in there. Here we go. Alright, I got 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. We are almost done. Alright, there's that one. Okay, next part is we're going to grab some clusters and throw them on here, yes? Alright, let me grab my cluster box here. See what we've got here. Let's make some room. Alright, let's see what we got. This is why you want to pre-make your clusters. You can just come in here and just grab something and throw it on there, right? So like this one, I think would be good. Here we go. I like that one right there. This one, I think will be good. Right about there. Let's make sure you guys can see what I'm doing here. So let's put this one on. Alright. So let's see if we can find something a little bit bigger for this one. No, no. Not that one. Oh. Not quite. Close, but not quite. And then sometimes you just don't have one that works. Let's see what we got here. I need to make some more clusters, apparently. About that right there. Leave the identification check and we'll put that one there, or should I put it over here? I think this will be better on this one. Yeah? I think so too. Okay, there's one there. And let's do, I think this one will work. This is too big, I believe, for that one. I think this is too small. Actually, we could do both. Should I do both on here? Let's see here. I'm running out of time, folks. I definitely need to make some more clusters. All right. I think this one needs to go here. Yeah, I think so too. All right. That just looks a little bit bare right there. And that fits nicely right there. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to go over these with just a little bit more speckling. I've got 38 seconds to do that. Here. Here. There. A little bit right here. And then finally, the last 20 seconds here, I'm going to go over this with a little more inking. Nine, 8, 7, 6, I didn't glue this on, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now we're done. Boom, oof. All right, there is the timer, y'all. Let me hit this. Be quiet. Okay. Shh. Let me get this thing to turn off. I can get to it. I can't reach my little mouse there. Okay. All right, you guys. I hope I was in frame for this whole thing. So there, we did it. 3 and 30 minutes. We have 3 tags. Here is one right here. Let me grab an envelope so you guys can see it a little better. Here we go. Here's one. I think it came out pretty good. Yeah, one. And then number 2, right here. And number 3. Pretty simple, pretty easy, right? You can crank out a few of these, quite a few of these, in an afternoon or a morning watching a show or something, right? Let me know which one you like the best. Let me know what you think about the project. I hope you guys had some fun and didn't have too much of a heart attack going this fast with me. And if there's anything else you'd like me to see me do for the 3 under 30, let me know in the comments. If you're new to our channel, please hit the subscribe button and the bell and get notified anytime we upload new content. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. And please leave me comments. That's my favorite part of my day. Please leave me a comment. I love them, read them. I love to read them. I love to read them. I will see you guys in the next video. I guess the next one I'm going to be filming is part 13 of the Create a Lap Book with Me series 2.0. I need to get back to that. I know some of you guys are waiting for that, so we're going to be starting part 13 on that this weekend. I promise. Okay? I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for stopping by. Talk to you soon. Bye.